Good freaking morning.
You look so short. I have to adjust.
What the hell?
You look so little.
Happy Monday. Fired up from New Jersey on a rainy, gloomy, not too cold morning.
I didn't even have Latino.
Well, you're crazy. And just have my coffee in my Metro mug. Right here, my Metro mug. Not sponsored by Metro. However, still kind of sponsored by Metro.
What is Metro?
I don't know.
All right. Jason says he's first.
No, Metro makes holding cabinets and all kinds of warming equipment, and see a lot in schools and hospitals and stuff. So
Gotcha.
also that the racks that we have here, the green Metro racks, shelving and stuff, commercial shelving, amongst other things, I do believe. But anyway,
Happy Monday, everyone.
who's here?
We got Jason.
Jason Hartman.
Yeah.
Jason Hartman, my man, who we're going to be excited to see at FEDDCon, right, Jason? Because you know we're talking about FEDDCon from now until the 25th of April. So, but we have a lot of things going on. We're fired up about a few things. I don't know how we want to do this today. Do we want to? I think.
Let's do what you're fired up about first for a little bit. Get some folks talking about it, and then
All right.
I will drop the announcement.
All right. So big things going down. Things are starting to get real exciting for FEDDCon. We have a lot of talks going on this week for sponsorships, ticket sales. Nobody jumped into that promotion we did for January 31st for the upgrade to the suite.
One person.
Who?
I can't say. we somebody did.
Hmm?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
What up, Jesse?
Jesse's in the building.
Back on live, fired up.
Back on live, fired up.
So nice to meet you, by the way, Jesse.
Yes, it was good. By the way, we'll be putting some of that content out, I'm sure.
Yes, we will.
Our sit down.
Yep. Do you want you? We haven't been live, so I don't actually bring that up. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time did I talk about Mopsy?
No, because we were at Mopsy.
No, I'm saying, but I didn't go live at all last week, did I?
Nope, not once.
So we're back from Mopsy. All right. Let's talk a little bit about that. So it really was a great few days spent being back out in the industry. I had the opportunity to speak, which was great. Nervous as always before I do it. Nervous during it. Don't remember what I said, but apparently it went well. People liked it. So cool. We're talking about connections, human connections, and how we can build our business that way. There was a lot of good questions in the room, though.
Yeah, there were.
There was quite a few questions. I think people are just trying to wrap their heads around doing this and doing it consistently. You know, the stuff that we're doing here. I mean, going live almost every day. We're going to get more consistent with it. But nevertheless, I mean, putting content out every day. I mean, it's a daunting thing when you think about it, because people probably, most people are going to be like, oh my God, I got to do this every day. Monday, Tuesday, like they're overthinking all this stuff and trying to just like relax, like just do it one day at a time, like every single thing else, just commit to it. So we were talking about that. We got to meet, not meet, but we got to see again, Chelsea for Crave. We got to see Eric McPherson with TMC. We got to see, Jason Wayne, Food Service Power Plant Network, the best guy ever.
We got to meet David Hudson, which he will now be at FEDDCon.
Yeah, so we connected with David Hudson, and these are the things I'm talking about, like the opportunities. Doing this digital media thing, led me to Mopsy. I mean, I don't think there's any service companies that go to Mopsy, and I'm there. And these things happen because of putting yourself out there and creating these opportunities, which led me to Mopsy, which led us to David.
Yeah.
So yeah, David Hudson is going to be at Mopsy. He's going to be doing some workshop for us.
Yes.
And make sure you stop by his table, because he'll have some interesting things to talk about and teach you.
You'll learn more about him, because I'm sure he'll be creating a video for FEDDCon as well.
Oh yeah, he will. He definitely will. He's a creative, and he'll definitely put something cool together, I'm sure. Man, hey, listen, by the way, it's Monday. I usually ask everybody in the Fed group, where are you on Monday? So jump in the comments here. Where are you right now, right this minute? But yeah, what else? Mopsy, the food was pretty good. Yeah. Food wasn't too bad. Which, conferences could be one of those things. It's like, oh, food's the afterthought, but no, I think they really did it well. The hotel was great.
Yeah.
Nice hotel.
Beautiful.
Naples Grande. I definitely recommend if you're in the Naples area to check that place out.
Did you go to the beach at all?
No.
Not you didn't even check out the water, what Naples was like, because you and I talked, neither of us had been to Naples before.
No,
And
unfortunately.
let me tell you, I was very weirded out by how still the Gulf of Mexico is. It felt like I was in the Matrix. Like it literally
Wow.
felt like I could see the end of the world, basically. Like it
Damn.
did not feel real.
So there you have it, folks. If you haven't seen the Gulf, you might want to avoid it.
So Jesse says you rocked the mic though.
That's right.
Yes, you did. You
did.
rocked the mic and sang Sublime.
I did. Oh yes, that's karaoke. Yeah. So yeah, we did that. I'm sure that'll be in. Is that vlog up?
Yes. Not the vlog is not up, but it
Yeah.
will be today.
Okay.
You are in it singing.
So there you go. You'll be seeing me singing. That's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great. What else? I mean, listen, we made some new connections. We made some new friends. We strengthened some relationships. Shout out to Mr. Bobby Moshe at Desert Peak Marketing. We got to know each other a little bit. Kate over at Myco, Gary at Myco, Suzanne Suppley with Myco.
Yes, we had
Right.
dinner with Myco. That was fantastic.
Yeah, we had it was great. Just good conversations. And, that's just the industry coming together. We had service, we had reps, we had manufacturers all at the same table, just talking and getting to know each other. And, when you get together, first, when you learn about each other digitally, it transforms things when you meet personally, because you kind of feel like you know the person. But when you get to the places where you could be physical and you're in the same room,
I can't even tell
it's
you
a game changer.
How many times people walked up to us and said, I feel like I know you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever been more recognized at any conference than this one. Even Cefesa, which is the service world. I mean, this is the rep world. I mean, I think so more people here came up to me and said, hey, I love what you're doing. Hey, I know you. It's like, wow. Humbling. I love it. There's nothing better. So if you ever do see me and you like, hey, I know that guy, please come up and say hello. It just confirms and reaffirms all the stuff that we're doing, getting.
Let me just bring in these comments so we don't lose them here. Facebook user says, I'm in my truck waiting for my next service call.
All right.
Hello, Chris from HVACR Video.
Chris.
He says, driving on the freeway to my first call. 2 of my guys called in sick, so it's going to be a busy day for me.
Oh, boy.
And Mike Reed says,
Mondays.
Myco has good people. Yes, they do.
Indeed, they do.
Are we pulling up LinkedIn?
Yeah. No, actually, I have one of our technicians picking up a part.
Gotcha.
So I was just checking something there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, what the hell is going on here? All right.
You're terrible with your phone. Yes, they do. Oh, that's me.
That's you. So that is LinkedIn.
Perfect.
6, 7.
Then let's,
8.
you know what? Let's drop it. Let's drop the announcement for who will be our opening keynote at FEDDCon.
Okay.
Are y'all ready for this?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a treat. This is one of the reasons you're going to want to be in the room. If you want to be inspired and remember why you love this industry, you're going to want to be here for the opening keynote. Lisa's going to drop the video of this speaker.
What's up, Fed Nation? This is your boy Nick Cribb coming to you live from down here in South Georgia. Cannot wait to see you in Arizona for the Fed conference. Good buddy of mine, Richie, hit me up and asked me to come be the opening speaker for you guys. I'm very humbled to do that, and I'm excited about it as well. I'm going to tell you my personal story, and my title is going to be Why Keeping It Real Always Goes Right. One thing you'll learn about me is I'm probably one of the most authentic people you'll ever meet, and I try to use that in every capacity that I have influence or authority. I'm going to tell you my story, my personal story that should allude to resilience and overcoming, and hopefully encourage you that no matter where you're at right now, there is hope for later. But I'm also going to talk with you about humility, about how coming into Sam's service and Cefesa with a humble attitude, a humble outlook has placed me in the position where I am now to have influence for you guys. And then ultimately, I want to talk to you about empathy, how that we communicate with each other and we view others and really cause a rising tide to raise all ships. Looking forward to speaking with you soon, and I can't wait for you to hear a couple of details. God bless. See you in Arizona.
Just like that, he was gone.
Explosions.
Just like that, he was gone. Fed to the future, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a couple of days of inspiration, going to be a couple of days of learning and know-how. It's going to be a couple of days of strong networking. And it's going to be a couple of days of supporting the food equipment industry at large, showing your support. It's not just about, coming and saying, oh, I want to see this guy and I want to learn about TikTok, whatever it is. It's also about showing support for the industry, showing support for Fed, showing support for what we all stand for. So I think there's a lot to be said about what's going on in those 3 days in April, and it is going to be what I think Fed to the future. It's going to be what propels us to what's next. Fed membership, the things that are going to connect us and bind us stronger than ever. You're going to want to be there. Go get your tickets now. Don't delay, please. I'm telling you, go get your tickets right now. We got more announcements coming. It's going to be big, Lisa.
Yes, I'm excited for Nick. And
me too.
Nick, if you're watching, thanks so much for sending me that video. You killed it. You killed that video.
Another bang up job as always from the man Nick Cribb. Yeah, so thanks to Nick for doing this for us. And shout out to Sam Service down in Georgia.
Yeah.
They do it right down there, ladies and gentlemen. And big ups to Jim Eson down there. So fired up. We'll listen. I think we'll play that again at the end.
Sure. For
the stragglers and the people that are coming in on the end, and maybe for the people with the replay that are just gonna like fast forward and all of a sudden Nick comes up.
No problem.
But listen, we are fired up here in Jersey. There's as usual a ton going on. We are doing some real interesting things across this market. That we're going to look to streamline things. Not really going to talk too much about that, but we are streamlining things crazy here, and it's really about building this business properly and being able to handle the customers properly. So, and also to not kill me from living out of hotel rooms. So, but listen, fired up. There's so much to talk about. One of the things, coming back from MOFSI and really wanting to unite this industry. I mean, the Fed Group, I feel like has a lot of different components when you look at it. If you go into the community on Facebook, if you're there, if you're not there, go over to Facebook, type in the Fed Group, FEDD, or Food Equipment Digital Disruptors. Join the community if you're not. Because there's a lot of conversations about, it's a lot of things. I mean, they were just talking yesterday, and maybe I'll go into some of the things that people are posting in a little bit, because I'm not going to go too far into this topic, Lisa, but I'm going to touch on it because it's important. And this is some of the things to bring to light and to talk about. So coming back from MOFSI with all of the reps, there are some forward-thinking reps, I think. I think there's some reps that have their minds made up, and this is the way we always did it, and that's how we're going to rock. Yeah. I think, everyone has their own thing, and there's not right, not wrong, just who you are and what you want to be. That's okay. But talking last week, this quote, I've been really thinking about this quote, and I love it. And it's John Maxwell, and it's change is inevitable, growth is optional. And we talked about that last week at Service Masters. And I look at that from all different perspectives, from running a business to relationships. I mean, if we're in a relationship, whether it's a personal relationship or a business relationship, change is going to happen. Like, you can't stop it. People are like, oh, I hate social media and I hate technology. Well, you could, but it's going to happen whether you want it to or not.
Yeah.
The calendar pages are going to rip off whether you want them to or not. And if you want to stand still, that's fine. That's on you. But like I said, growth is optional. For us, growth has to be mandatory if we're gonna build. And in this industry that is evolving faster than it's ever, I think, you look at the dynamic in any market for service reps, manufacturers, dealers, we all work together. And this is some of the things that, there was a panel down at MOFSI, where Kirby from Elmer Schultz, the president of Cefesa, was down there. Coffee. MOFSI was there, NAFM. So a lot of the players were in the room, of the families, the 5 families. And we need to talk more about all these things. And, I bring this platform here for people to have a voice. So jump in on this as we're going along. If you have a comment, a question, please join in. We're talking about credit hold, Lisa.
Yes.
Nobody likes to be put on credit hold. Let's just say that. Okay, I don't like to be put on credit hold. So I'm sure, as a customer of someone's, if they're looking at my account and they're going, okay, they're way overdue. It's time to throw a credit hold down on Malachi.
Yeah.
Shut them down. No more parts. No more whatever. Right. I understand that. There's business behind it. It's not personal. Unfortunately for me, I take everything personal. I'm working on that.
That was actually one of my New Year's resolutions.
To stop taking things so personal.
Correct.
Yeah. It's not easy.
No,
it's not easy because you have pride in the things you're doing, in life.
Yeah.
You have pride, and when you have pride, it gets in the way, I think. If you don't care about anything, it's like I don't take it personal. I don't care. And as I get older, I care more about everything. I can remember when I was 20, I was like, I don't care.
That's supposed to be the opposite. You're supposed to care less as you get older.
Well, I care more, and it's killing me. But talking about being put on hold, so there's these interesting situations. We're on hold, and then okay, so listen. I think that might have happened to all of us at some point. It happens for different reasons, and it's not that we're not going to pay. And I'm sure it's not that if we're working with a manufacturer, it's not that they're not going to pay or whatever it might be. It's just that sometimes things get behind, sometimes things get lost, sometimes we don't have this invoice, whatever it might be. So we had an instance last week, unfortunately, where we were going back and forth with a manufacturer. And again, I don't name names. I'm not doing this to name names. I want to talk situational stuff. That's really what this is about. And we're at fault to an extent because we I think we're talking like 10 grand at one point. That was probably 60 days, close to 60 days, right?
Okay.
So my sister pays the bills here. I don't know where the hell she is today. By the way, where is my sister?
She's here. She said good day.
She's here?
No, well, on the live.
Oh, okay. No, she was actually sick this weekend, so I hope she's feeling better. Something happened. I don't know. She had a little stomach thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have put that out there. It's kind of gross, but
You're always airing everybody's laundry out.
Don't tell me anything. That's why I don't play poker. I got 2 pair. The whole table knows. So
she says no. The nanny. She is sick.
She's not feeling good still. Okay, well, listen. Take care of yourself. But anyway, my sister pays the bills here, and we got it all caught up. But then it comes to find out that this manufacturer owes us 50 grand going back to September. So this was brought to my attention a little late in the game, I guess. But nevertheless, I said, okay, well, hold on a second. Then come to find out we're waiting on something. They go, oh, no, well, you're still on hold because of $800 or something from the middle of December or something. I'm like, okay, well, you have customers waiting on stuff for warranty jobs and all this stuff. Like, sorry. Okay, well, now I'm sorry. I don't usually do. I'm trying not. I try not to do that. I try not to do the whole credit hold thing. But sometimes you do have to do that. And I talked with Dan Deibler over the years, and he's like, hey, listen, manufacturer at the end of the day is your customer too. If they're out, and he always had no problem putting a manufacturer on hold. But we had to do it. We had to shut it down. Installs on hold, service calls on hold, things on hold. And we had a rep call, and this is a rep that we work with often, but there's, I think, a lack of understanding too. Oh, you got to be kidding! What does that got to do with the customer? What does that got to do with this? Well, listen, if it's your business, you do it the way you want. It's my business. I do it the way I want. And it's like you don't want to be disrespectful, but at the end of the day, she's, well, you got to go. You got to do. Well, I don't work for you. My employees don't work for you. They work for Malachi. I work for Malachi. That's who we work for every day first. If we don't take care of ourselves and keep our company and business healthy, how can I take care of theirs? How can I be there to help them? The health of this, it's like the same thing when the plane's going down and the oxygen falls. What do they tell you to do?
Mask on first.
How can you be there for anybody if you're not healthy? How could we be there for anybody if we're not healthy? So I'm curious to know, if anyone wants to jump in, comments, questions, credit hold, even with somebody, maybe your biggest customers, forget about just manufacturers on any level. We had an issue with a customer that against my better judgment, I did put on hold at the end of last year. And it's one of those things that make me nervous. Are we going to lose them now? Because they're going to get angry and say, how dare you put me on hold? And this is a customer that does a lot of revenue with us for the last 15, 20 years. Like, this is a big customer, but the numbers started to get out of control. And I'm sitting here saying, I got bills to pay. You get yourself a couple of accounts that say do $300,000-$400,000 a year with you, and they're all 6 months, 7 months, 8 months behind, 100,000, 150,000. That starts to really, really hurt the small business. I mean, that could hurt any business, but from a small business perspective, that could really begin to hurt. We've already paid our technicians 10 times. We've already paid for the parts. We've already paid for our insurances. We've already paid for the gas and the tolls. I mean, it's hurting. So, these are things that I think, in the service business, you look at one side, but there's a whole other operational side going on behind the scenes that we're fighting for. So those technicians are out there working hard. Our job is to make sure that we're getting paid for that hard work so they can get paid for their hard work. So it's a tough thing. This is a tough part of the business that, a lot of people don't talk about. Maybe I'm a troublemaker. I'm not trying to be. I just want to talk about some of the things that actually do go on behind the scenes in service companies, operationally. So, it doesn't feel good to put anybody on hold. It doesn't feel good to get put on hold. I know it pisses me off because it's like, oh, I'm a good customer. You're going to put me on hold?
Yeah.
I do $800,000 a year with you. I do whatever it might be. Like, I'm going to be put on hold. So I could see both sides of it, but I also understand the business side of it, and you have to protect the business. We got anything going on?
So Sam says, blame me. I take this personal. And Vinny says, Vinny, clarify this for me. Always good to solve problems.
Maybe he means talk to them, talk to the people.
Gotcha.
Well, even when you do talk to the people, because we have relationships, I pick up the phone, I talk to people. It doesn't really change the fact that I'm still on hold. Because they're saying to me, well, the higher ups are saying no. Same thing here. If you're 50 G's out and we're going back to September, there's no one you could talk to. I need confirmation. I need the check in hand. I need to put it in the bank. I need to move on. So this is tough. It's tough. These are tough conversations. This is, you love the industry, you love the positions, you love the job, you love the building of it all. But there's those things there's a real things that are part of it that you got to deal with. And I'm not trying. We don't want to hurt the end user customer. We don't want to hurt the customer. We don't want to hurt we don't want to hurt anybody. Same reason I know they don't want to hurt me when they go, you're done. We need $25,000 before you can get off hold or whatever. Whatever. You got something?
Yeah, Vinny says talk about it and work it out before it gets to an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, I mean that's in an ideal world, Vinny. Yep, absolutely. But again, there's nothing to talk about when it's we're talking. This is from September, October, November, December, January, February. If you think that I don't have a whole team here working, talking, they're talking to the people. They're in touch with these people. It's not like it's just being sprung on all of a sudden. I have an AR team and I have warranty people. We have people calling and checking and emailing and it's approved. It's approved. Oh, this is delayed because of this. This is delayed because of this. There's delays. There's delays, and this is not going to go away. It's not going to change. We're going to be dealing with this 10 years from now, I'm sure. You got something else?
Yep. Mike Reed says putting an account on hold makes them more responsive. They have just as much invested in you as you do with them.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true, and that's really what it is. It's about getting more response. You want to get the response finally instead of the lip service. And listen, same thing here with us. Like, hey, listen, we've been Rich. I get email, Rich. We've been contacting so and so, and sometimes it's interesting. We have old emails that people like. Sometimes my father's old email is who they've been sending things to out of nowhere. Okay. richmf@malachymechanical.net. I'm like, that's my dad's email from 2004. I'm like, where did that come from?
Quentin says checks lost in the mail.
Well, we've heard that before. The dog ate it. We got a service call coming through. One of my customers texting me. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough, and again, nobody wins in these situations, especially when you got jobs on hold. So it does help to have strong relationships, and I think we have some pretty good ones. But can we strengthen them in some manufacturers in some areas, in some departments, absolutely. And we're going to continue to cultivate them and work on them. We're not perfect. They're not perfect. It's not about that. It is, and Vinny, yeah, it is about communicating. It's about strong communication, understanding, and giving a little, taking a little. That's a relationship, right? So here we are. They still have us on hold, and we still have them on hold, and no jobs are getting done until this is squared away. Now I think 50,000 is a warranted on hold, don't you?
I think so.
That's a lot of money. Could do a lot with that. Could buy a lot of pizza pies with that.
Are we gonna have pizza at FEDDCon?
We are gonna have pizza at FEDDCon, Lisa.
Yes, we are.
And I'm not gonna announce from who yet, but once we have 100% squared away, we have to talk with the hotel to see where this could actually fit. I know the Valencia lawn. I know where we could put it in the opening.
Aside from that pizza, we are gonna have pizza from the hotel. Like the hotel is also making pizza.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm one of our evenings.
Yeah, one of our evenings we'll have. Well, of course we'll have pizza.
Of course.
But I would like to. I've been seeing Santillo's pop up on my feed all weekend, man. I still haven't tried it though. Still gotta try it.
I don't think you'll like it.
No?
I don't personally don't think you'll like Santillo's.
No?
Yeah.
I still gotta try it, and then I gotta go try that one in Raritan, Delucia's.
That one I want to try.
Because that's a big number, man. I don't know. I gotta go see. But hey, listen, fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else got anything over there, Lisa?
Aside from Sam saying the mail is horrible right now.
Well, we had a great mail run on Friday. Big mail hit on Friday.
That's good.
Yeah. No, thank God. So, man. Anyway, if you're just catching the replay, feel free to jump in and ask any questions. Throw some comments in. We could always see it. We could always respond and get back with you. How do you handle these things? How do you handle things with credit hold on both sides of the fence? Man, what else, Lisa?
Quinn says, "Come on, Rich will eat Totino's pizza."
Ooh, I love Totino's
Pizza rolls.
Hell yeah!
I actually saw they have larger ones, like a larger version of the pizza roll. They have like that big. Like
see, if we could ever get this kitchen going, we could start recreating all this stuff.
Yeah, we should.
In our combi ovens that we have here by Jorick, maybe there's a lot of things we could do in this kitchen.
Yeah. I'm
actually going to see I'm going to talk to my brother-in-law today. I want to have him, want to put him on this to help me get this done. But listen, FEDDCon, again, ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful for the people that have already done so. It's amazing. The first one, we had 77 tickets sold. Can we get 120 this time? Come on.
Let's do it.
Let's get 120 tickets sold. Let's do this thing. Get down to
There's
Arizona.
1,100 people in the Facebook group.
We only need a small percentage.
Yeah.
We need you there. This is huge. This is camaraderie. This is community. This is building. Look at the people that are giving their. I mean, Nick Cribb is going to fly out. We got Ryan McCarty. He got him coming out. We got Pink's drummer Mark Schulman coming out. We got Ed Stulak coming out. Josh Zolan, Taz Sutherland. We got Chelsea from Crave coming out. We got Dylan Taylor, Corey from Alpha. There's a lot of people coming out. We got Buck Seawald coming out. Who's going to be on a panel? He's going to be on a panel. There's a lot of stuff that's going to go down. We're going to bring you all the hottest topics, and it's going to set. It's really, this is a big setup for what's next. It really is, and we want you there.
I think this is David because it says Facebook user, but from the comment he says, "I'm looking forward to it. I'll teach all I know about smartphone video making." Hi, David.
David Hudson in the building.
You need some coffee?
Getting cold now.
All right.
I drank a lot of it though. All right. So before we go though, let's do this again. Keynote speaker, opening FEDDCon on April 26th in the morning is going to be this gentleman right here.
What's up, Fed Nation? This is your boy Nick Cribb coming to you live from down here in South Georgia. Cannot wait to see you in Arizona for the Fed conference. Good buddy of mine, Richie, hit me up and asked me to come be the opening speaker for you guys. I'm very humbled to do that, and I'm excited about it as well. I'm going to tell you my personal story, and my title is going to be Why Keeping It Real Always Goes Right. One thing you'll learn about me is I'm probably one of the most authentic people you'll ever meet, and I try to use that in every capacity that I have influence or authority. I'm going to tell you my story, my personal story that should allude to resilience and overcoming, and hopefully encourage you that no matter where you're at right now, there is hope for later. But I'm also going to talk with you about humility, about how coming into Sam's service and Sylvester with a humble attitude, a humble outlook has placed me in the position where I am now to have influence for you guys. And then ultimately, I want to talk to you about empathy, how that we communicate with each other and we view others can really cause a rising tide to raise all ships. Looking forward to speaking with you soon, and I can't wait for you to hear a couple of these tales. God bless. See you in Arizona.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
So that is a fired up, Lisa. We are going to get out of here. There's much work to be done here. Lots of conversations to be had, and you, the audience, the people that make it possible, we appreciate you. If you're not in the Facebook group, get over to Facebook now. It's free over there. Jump on in the group and be part of the community. And we'll continue to make more announcements as things unravel. And we're probably going to have some announcements for sponsors. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we are going to be wrapping up with some sponsors pretty soon. So
hopefully this week, by the end of this week, we should have some things nailed down, and we're going to put some things back out into the atmosphere, into the web, so you all see it. And
this thing is growing. It feels like our little child that we're growing and growing. And for the last few months, we made this announcement for FEDDCon in Memorial Day. Remember, you were pushing for we're gonna announce
the website and this. We finally did it.
Yeah,
and now we're in February.
I know.
Hello. The time is flying. 2022, ladies and gentlemen. April 25th to 27th. I better see you in Arizona. Listen, bring your spouse, bring your partner, bring your girlfriend, bring your side chick, bring your side guy, play some golf, stick around. There's a lot going on in Scottsdale.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if you're on this live right now and we're wondering if there were spouse tickets, yeah, there are spouse tickets, and they're on the website.
They're on the website. Without further ado, go off into your day, make it count. And remember, change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Think about that. Stay fired up. See you mañana.